All right, let's do this. Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's AJ Writes Crypto. Let's get into another live stream. Damn, it's already Wednesday. This week kind of feels like I gotta pull the YouTube pop out chat, but this week is kind of flying by on me, because like I didn't do the Monday stream, so it feels like Tuesday, but it's actually it's Wednesday, and I got a lot. Oh man, so much to do. And so much stuff to do. I have to re-edit a video. Actually, reshot a video yesterday. That video should come out today, hopefully. Um, then I'm probably gonna put the Lehman Baird video out tomorrow. That's probably gonna be Thursday, probably 7 p.m. And then I'm a week behind on my portfolio updates because I took time off on Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna probably put that one out Friday. So I'll have a bunch of videos coming back to back to back, and then I'll do like a rate my portfolio traditional video as well, kind of talking about the segment, how to people should do submissions, and like a review, a more in-depth view of three portfolios that I already have selected. Those people know who they are. So big shout out to everybody here. Almost got 100 people in here already. Absolutely crazy. Good morning to the Glitter Queen, to Bron Maver, John Fenton, Burness, the Burgress, the gamer. Time off, John Felton. I know, John. I know, John. But when I go home to Maryland, like I want to like get work done, and like like say it's Friday and I'm like, oh, I got to get work done. My dad's like, well, Colin and Jules are coming over to ride dirt bikes. Like, you got to go riding. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got to go riding. And then I get on my dirt bike, and me getting on a dirt bike is like when I was a little kid and my mom wanted to make me take a shower, and I would always tell her no. But then once I got in the shower, I never wanted to get out. So it's like that. Once I get on my dirt bike, like that's it, because that's my whole day now. So yeah, I had a really good time, and I needed to unplug for a little while, to be honest with you. I go hard. I go real hard. I worked 12, 14-hour days, basically 7 days a week. And, it's easy to get in the groove, and for me, like, I'm definitely a workaholic for sure. It's kind of a problem, but, whatever. And, the Davenport Report, AJ Writes Crypto, do you ride street bikes or just dirt bikes? So I grew up racing dirt bikes, obviously. My whole life I've been racing motocross, but I do have a DRZ 400 that I ride to work when it's not freezing outside. And I used to do like the Ninjas and Hayabusas and stuff like that. But I've had some pretty close crushes with the Grim Reaper going about 120. So I got really lucky, to be honest. I had a really gnarly crash. I totaled my Ninja going way too fast on Orcas Island a couple of years ago. And lucky to walk away from that crash without a scratch. But the bike though, the bike didn't make it out alive, but it is okay. And I agree, supermotos are awesome. So awesome. Brian Maver hitting me. Shaving's a problem too. This guy, you're about to lose your wrench, bro. I'm going to see my guy Silver today. I have a consistent barber now. I see him once a week. His name's Silver. He's an artist. It was always so hard for me to find like a consistent barber, but now I have one, so it's like it's all good. It's all good. Awesome. So I'm gonna get into the show today. Got a lot to talk about. Super excited. I'm gonna scroll this over so I can leave the chat up there. All right, very cool. Actually, this is not tall enough. All right, there we go. So first, I want to take a quick overview of the markets really fast. I do want to talk about a couple stories today. But I also really want to take a look at some charts by the end of the show. If there's any specific chart you want me to look at the end of the show, definitely let me know, and I will make a little list. Where's my notepad? Here's my notepad. If you want to see any certain charts, I will get to those at the end of the show. And this kind of ties into what we're going to talk about on the roundtable. I host the roundtable on Wednesday, which is Mario Nafal's crypto focus show. I've been hosting that for like a month now. For really cool opportunity, to be honest with you, especially like for Twitter and everything like that. So we're into the topic of the roundtable today, like, is the bull market like fully back on? And so there's a lot of people think that like we're due for a heavy rejection, and there's a lot of people that think like well, the bottom's in, so we're going up from here. So I do want to take a really honest look at the charts and kind of give you my overview on where I think things are going to be. But I will save that for the second half of the show. Definitely Cardano is one of the coins I'm going to talk about today. I got some stories pulled up with Cardano, especially the beef, kind of between the XRP community and Charles has been going on for quite a long time. But it's complicated. So I'll get into that a little bit in the show. I know the graph is one, GRT, Caspa. I know everyone likes to look at Caspa. I don't blame them. Arweave, why not? All right, let's save room for two more by the end, but let's get into some crypto markets super quick and click this button right here. All right, here we are. So give me a quick, fresh refresh of CoinGecko. Oh, I'm already looking at the gainers and the losers. Slow down there. All right, so we got Bitcoin, fighting back towards that 38,000 range. Very important range for Bitcoin to cross. Like seriously, like where it's been rejected a couple times before. I'll definitely show you that on the Bitcoin chart when we get a chance to look at it. But Bitcoin getting to 40, besides just the psychological win, is has a lot of implications for the altcoins too. I don't know, there's a couple things going on in the background right now, but I will get to that for sure later in the show. We got Ethereum back over $2,000. We got BNB holding at 227. Kind of surprised to see that. I think BNB is going to run into some issues here, especially with all the FUD, the regulation issues with CZ, and it's not looking good, especially when we talked about this on Ben's Twitter space, not yesterday but the day before, how like the SEC is literally trying to compare SBF to CZ, and I kind of already touched on that yesterday, but I'm worried for BNB. I really am. We got $20 super chat from Mackie Powers. Thank you, Mackie. Really appreciate it. Hey AJ, what do you think about Pyth Network and FRA Vendora? If you've had two picks of high risk, high reward, would they be on? Has to be one under $1 billion market cap. So those will be 2 coins that I will put on my little my pad right here. PYT. I have been seeing that one PYTH a lot lately, to be honest with you. Have not had a chance to look into it, but this is the research morning live stream, and we will do some research on those two shows today. And 2 picks under $1 billion, I will also save that for the end as well. Or maybe I'll look at Jada. What are you doing? You guys can't see it, but the glitter queen is crawling behind me right now, trying to fix these lights over here. I liked it blue, and now the light is pink. It looked green. No, the glitter queen, everybody. Give it up. Smash the like button for the glitter. I need everybody to tell me if this side of AJ did it still looks green. Where is the green? The white wall right there with the sun coming through it, but it was the light with blue, Jay. Now it's purple, everybody. Smash the like button for the glitter queen. She has been coming in to help me. She monitors the chat. She's my main mod in the chat, and she's helping me out with a lot of different things. And she's actually a really killer photographer too. Not, believe it or not, she is a genius on Photoshop. And no, we're not using the earbuds for the mic again. I'll double check though. Yep, that did happen. I click on. Okay, thanks for the heads up there. I appreciate that. Every morning, so I click on the thing and I change the microphone to this, and then sometimes it just goes back to my ear pod. So thank you for pointing that out, because I would not have called that. So we got a pink background. And let's get back to the market overview. All right. Also, we got about 230 people in here. Really appreciate all you guys being here. Make sure you smash that like button if you haven't already. And also later in the show, we are going to do the weekly cryptochips.io giveaway. Super excited for that. So let me zoom in on this a little bit. You can see it a little bit better. Okay, here we go. We got XRP 60 cents, Solana $60. Got Cardano fighting at 38 cents. See, that 40-cent level for Cardano is very important. It's actually kind of funny with Bitcoin being like around 38,000, trying to get to 40,000, and Cardano being at 38 cents, trying to get to 40 cents. I'm interested to see how that race will work out. Probably will move a little bit faster for Cardano, considering the big gap between the market caps. We got Chainlink about 1458. Avalanche, not my favorite project, but I do respect what they're doing. $21. We have Caspa back under 13 cents. I mean, I'm surprised this thing hasn't rejected way more. I mean, this thing is like, what coin pumps as hard as Caspa did and stays above water like ever? So Caspa is definitely a standout, and I'm really interested to see where it goes. I think that in the top of the bull market get to $1, but then a lot of people have kind of brought up to me like, well, like it's proof of work and people are mining it, and really all it takes is like a couple really big whales to dump and you're kind of back to where you started. And I get that sentiment too. But then again, time will certainly tell. No portfolio reviews today, generally doing those on Thursday, some on a bit smaller segments, Tuesdays, Thursdays. I do have a Casper price prediction video. If you haven't checked that out on this channel, that is the first price prediction channel I've done so far on this channel. I want to do them. I want to get to a place where I can do them weekly, but I'm definitely really hard to do them weekly with everything else I have going. But maybe if I do them once every other week, something like that, I will figure that out, or I'll definitely work up to doing them weekly in time for sure. All right, so H bar back above 6 cents. Love to see it. Near protocol, $1.82. Love to see that. I bought a lot of Near at $1.50, even in the public portfolio. VeChain, got my VeChain shirt on today. Shout out to that community. Got this at Rare Evo. Talked to the team. Really cool people. This is a project that I really see moving. To the 30-cent range, probably. 20, at least 20 cents, but I could see it going to 30 cents. I'm not even kidding. Quant back under 100, and you know what that means with Quant, that it's just probably going to go back above 100. And IOTA pumped like crazy. That is something I want to talk about a little bit on this show. I do have a story pulled for IOTA, and there's also an IOTA, a coin on the IOTA. Shimmer is the name of that coin. I bought a little bit of that coin before like the layer thing rolled out, the layer 2 thing rolled out for them, kind of like a sleeper pick. One of my buddies told me about, and didn't really work out, but I will have to check on my Shimmer bag to see how that thing is playing out. We got KCS back above $8, Bitget back to 54. And shout out to Bitget. If you're not signed up for Bitget, make sure you click the link down below in the description, get signed up and trading on them. Definitely my favorite exchange to trade on. Yeah, and there you go, IOTA right here, 23 cents. That's the chart I'm going to pull up on this show for sure. Going to look at the IOTA chart. Did you crop that hoodie? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Here. 1 second. Just make the tweet and I'll add the referral link. Okay. Cool. All right, let's keep the ball rolling here. We're going to take a quick look at the winners and the losers. The gainers, losers. I always mess that up somehow. Cryptocurrencies, gainers and the losers. I always want to say winners and the losers, but it's gainers and the losers. I don't understand that at all. All right, so I got to pull this one over so you guys can see both. Okay, bang, bang. Top 100. All right, we got IOTA up 34.9%. Damn. Love to see it. Love to see it. We got Terra Luna Classic up 17.6, Stack 16. Tensor, that's one that people have been telling me about as well, coming out of the clear blue sky. TAO. Gonna write that one down on my list. I got a lot of charts on the list today. We'll get to. We got Arweave popping up a little bit. Love to see it. KCS Solana, talked about that a little bit already, and then everything else a little bit under. We got there's the PYT8 network, the Pith network down 6%. Unfortunately, we got Optimism down 3%. So kind of like nothing, besides IOTA and a couple others, like things are basically up or down, 3 or 4%, nothing crazy. A lot of sideways, confusing trading going on right now. Day trading has not been, it's not been easy lately. I haven't personally traded in about, 5 days now, 6 days now. Not because of anything bad, just because of I don't know, sometimes when I really pay attention to ranges of the charts, and if something's trading in a 3% range, or is something trading in an 8% range, and it's trading in a larger range, like Render was a week or two ago. That is when okay, there's money to be made here, or you can find the direction. You can use Bitcoin and a couple the total 3 chart as a measuring stick to figure out what direction we're going to go, and then kind of use I always trade off a couple different charts other than the chart I'm trading, if that makes sense. I have talked about this concept before. I really like using the ES1 exclamation point chart, which is the E-mini futures for the stock market. I like using the total 3 chart, which is all the altcoins added up without Bitcoin or Ethereum. It does include stable coins though, but it doesn't matter that much. It's still a good measuring stick. And then, and then still like Bitcoin or Ethereum even isn't a bad chart to use as I don't know what a lot of people, the mistake they make with trading is that they only have the chart that they're trading on their screen. And if you're only looking at the chart you're trading, no, that ain't it, fam. That ain't it. So gonna do a quick check-in on the chat here, and then we will move on to some stories. Ben's Lambo, you still doing Crypto Wars? Yeah, I will be on Crypto Wars tomorrow. I feel that it's really kind of messed up, a little lame that some people dropped off that show for no reason at all. It's like, not cool to do that, especially when Keeper and them and those guys like have sponsors for the show, and you're just gonna like run away. Like what a bird move to make, to just fly back to the nest. But whatever, all good. I wouldn't want to trade against me either. I understand. Checking the checking the twat here really fast, everybody. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to talk about really fast. Let me go to I did it about this last night, and I am super excited to talk about it. Where is it? There it is. Click the button. Boom, this button. All right, here we go. And so last night I finally decided, you know what? It's time to talk about this. I wanted to hold off a little bit later, but we finally got the ball completely rolling with my clothing line here. This is it. Get rich or get wrecked. I want to call my communities the groggers. What's up, you groggers? Like Grogr, but Jada doesn't like the grogger idea. I think the grogger idea is awesome, and I'm probably going to use it. But so what we're going to do with my clothing line is like, we're going to do small batches of, we're going to have a lot of designs. This is just the first design. I do really like this when it's super clean, very simple to the point. I really like merch like that, but I will do like some pretty complicated, crazy stuff too. But I'm not going to be, I don't want to have like this thing where it's just a store and it's there all the time and you can get the same merch every day. No. That's not how I'm doing this. Every time a piece of merch comes out from Get Rich or Get Wrecked, there will be 100 or less of them. And I want them to sell out in less than an hour. And then that's it. You can never get that hoodie again. It's gone. It's gone forever. You either got it or you didn't get it. And that's it. And we're going to have so many designs come down the street. We'll probably do like a drop every 2 weeks or something like that. And, and it's kind of, I don't really want, like, I really thought about like what I would do with my own clothing line. Look at the sketchy machinist in the chat. Jada said she loves you. +1 for the glitter queen. I love it. So, but yeah, +5 for you, she said. But but I'm so excited about doing this. About doing this clothing line, because it's not like I thought about this. It's not like I can do AJ Writes Crypto on a t-shirt. Like, that's not like a brand that's like, it's not something like BitBoy Crypto. BitBoy Crypto was like such a perfect brand name, you know what I mean? But like AJ Writes Crypto is kind of more of like a me thing, and where like my clothing line Get Rich or Get Wrecked is kind of more, it's gonna probably end up being bigger than me, which I hope it will. You know what I mean? Like, I do have high aspirations in becoming one of the largest influencers in crypto, but at the same time, like, I don't want people wearing shirts that say AJ Writes Crypto across the front. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? That's not my style. So to have it say, Get Rich or Get Wrecked, I feel like that's a brand that I can really get behind. And this was my idea. I've been sitting on it for a while, and I couldn't be more excited, more proud to get this going. We're doing the first, batches of these with cryptochips.io, my main sponsor on the show. And if you want a chance to win this hoodie here, all you have to do is like and retweet this post, and someone who retweeted this post will win this hoodie for free. And there will only be 98 of them left, because I'm getting one for sure, and then someone's getting one for free, and then there will be 98 for sale, and then that's it. We're done. That 100's gone forever. And we'll move into the next one. I do have a lot of really solid ideas moving forward, but I wanted to talk about that on the show. Get rich or get wrecked. Probably will be like my tagline when I sign off. Like, that's the way the cookie crumbles, or whatever, get rich, get wrecked, blah, blah, blah. We got Burgress the Gamer, $5 super chat. Thanks for the $5, man. Catch me repping Grogger on the West Coast, dog. Sunglasses, sunglass moment with my guy here. Boom. West Coast. I'm excited. Jada and I are going to, before I get into the charts and everything, and a couple stories, very busy travel schedule coming up here. So we got, right now it's the end of November. And then next week, is it next week? The 7th? Yeah, we're going to Art Basel in Miami. That's going to be great. J Chains and Turbo and we and Ben, we all have like this, like we got like this house, like this big mansion kind of thing. And we're going to like, use it as like a content house and go to Art Basel. My favorite artist, Mir One, is going to be there. That's going to be cool. I bought a couple of his pieces at Bitcoin Miami last year. And that's going to be a great time, especially for content. Everyone's going to be there. And if you live in Florida or if you want to, do some networking, definitely the place to be. December 7th through the 11th in Miami, Florida. Very excited to do that. And then a couple of days after that, we are going to Vegas for the karate combat promotion party because Ben is doing his fight. So we will be going to Vegas for a couple of days. I know CryptoFace is going to be there. A bunch of people are going to be there doing that with karate combat. So I'm very excited to go to Vegas for a couple of days. And then, literally a couple of days after that, it's Christmas time and I'm going to the West Coast, the Orcas Island, Washington. That's where like my mom and my sisters live, and Jada has family there as well. That's where we met, and we're going to be there for like 10 days, New Year's there, and then we'll be back, and then it'll be their New Year. So this month here is going to be like back to back all the time, and that's fun. I enjoy that, but I do also need to realize, like, as much as I want to just be in Miami and put my feet up, or just be on Orcas Island and hang out with my skater friends or whatever, I do still have responsibility, and I don't know what my live stream schedule exactly will look like yet, but I will definitely communicate that to you guys. And yeah, and I'm still going to be making content for sure, but I'm excited to have like a sort of a busy December to end out the year. And next year is going to be really big. 2024 is going to be a massive year. I have so many plans. I have a couple of really big deals that I can't really talk about yet, but you guys are going to love it. And I'm excited. So, let's keep the ball rolling here. We're going to check the chat really fast. Let's see what we got. We got 336 people in here. Love to see it. Really, thank you to each and every one of you. It means the world to me that you're here. Seriously. Make sure you smash that like button if you haven't already. That's the number one thing you can do to support the channel. Really trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before the ball drops on the end of December. And that was about a month from now. I'm getting, if I could get to 10K by the end of the year, that is my right here, right now goal. That would be absolutely amazing. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, let me check the chat. Okay, stop scrolling. Jada made a tweet for me. Thank you, Glitter Queen. This week's crypto chips giveaway is here. If you want, so I'm gonna go. Okay, if you want a chance to win this security, smash that like button. Okay, so now all we have to do is go to my hold on, I can find the notes is I know chips, crypto chips. Actually, guys, want to show you the giveaway we're about to do with crypto chips right now. Here, I'll text it to you, Jada, because I can't find it and I'm on a live stream. So really quick, that's not the one. This is the one. Bang. Share this instead. So this is, as you guys know, we do a weekly giveaway for my sponsor, cryptochips.io. Absolutely love those guys over there. The guy, David, we met at Rare Evo in Colorado over the summer. Cool as they come. This is one of their hoodies that they're doing. I know it's cold outside, so I wanted to give some hoodies away. This is a Bitcoin hoodie. It comes in a couple different colors, which I really like. There's like this kind of, I really like the white one. I think that I am going to buy the white one myself. There's kind of like a blue one. There's a gray one. And the black one is super clean. If you kind of zoom in on the, like Bitcoin, HODL, DeFi, digital, decentralized. I mean, these guys are making some really cool merch. And that's why I teamed up with Crypto Chips. You know what I mean? Like there are so many like, clothing lines out there that it's just like so okay, like it's boring, you know what I mean? But crypto chips, they really do such a good job. Just text you the link and then put link down with the at the very bottom, and they do such a really good job on making quality stuff. They're comfortable clothes. They have a lot of shirts, a lot of hoodies. They make all like the the customizable canvases and the levitating coins and like the moon money things here. I got the Bitcoin, the Dogecoin, the Ethereum. Like they make cool stuff, and that's how I knew like right away that I wanted to like figure out a way to work out a deal with them. And I'm glad I did. I'm really glad I did because like we have a really cool thing going, and you guys all know even when I was coming up, last year, I did giveaways all the time. I did more giveaways than I should have done. But I wanted to give back to my community because I knew that I was building something cool. I knew that my community was like really DIY. It was punk rock. It was like, a solid group of people that just wanted to learn about crypto. And that's always what I have been about, is like the constant pursuit of education. And, I wanted to give back to the community because you guys inspire me to do this. Like if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. You know what I mean? And I want to give back to you. And when I was talking to the guys with crypto chips before we made the deal, I said, hey man, like if I'm doing like a merch sponsorship, like we need to do like weekly giveaways. And I had to do some convincing. But I was like, look, man, like it's only going to help you in the long run if more people are checking out everything you have on your site, because your website's awesome. You have so much cool stuff, right? And it ended up really working out. And I'm really glad because like I love doing giveaways. I'm going to be doing more giveaways with that's like crypto and stuff like that. As the channel grows, I'm definitely going to give a lot of what I make back to the community. And that's what it's all about for me. It really is. So big shout out to cryptochips.io. Definitely go check them out already. Use the code AJ Writes Crypto at checkout for no, that's not go to the thing. It's the link that starts with T. Go to the message I texted you and paste that. Okay, sorry. Very soon I will put that tweet up so you can like retweet the post, and if you want a chance to win that hoodie, there you go. All right, let's keep the ball rolling here. What do we got? I want to talk about this IOTA pump. Oh man, this IOTA pump is absolutely insane. So IOTA launches 100 million Abu Dhabi Foundation for Middle East expansion. The IOTA ecosystem DLT Foundation is the first to receive approval from regulators in Abu Dhabi after its financial authority passed a new related law earlier in the month. And this definitely has a lot to do with what is happening right now. So according to the company's co-founder and chairman, Dominic Schneer, the market right now is being reshuffled, so we have a big opportunity to position ourselves by focusing on onboarding institutions, offering them to work on chain, because now it's more feasible to do that in the UAE. And that you're seeing that a lot. You're seeing a lot of people, going to the other side of the world there to do business because they're open to it. They want to innovate. They want to push things forward. They see the silver lining. They're not like all, being all tight about taxes and being all tight about regulation. They're embracing this, and that's where it's going to flourish. That's where it's going to flourish. And it is good to see that, because like I think a lot of times, and it's great that IOTA is pumping, but a lot of times people really get narrow-minded. And like, because we live in America and we deal with American regulations and the SEC and everything, we forget that crypto is a global thing. And I know that's a very simple, generic thing to say, but it's not. It's not. Okay. Because we kind of get stuck in our own little square here in America. And we really always remember to zoom out and think like, what are these companies doing everywhere else? Because what happens here kind of matters really little. Not really little. I'm sure I would be interested to know, out of, the entire market cap of all crypto right now, what percentage of those dollars are American? I would really like to know that stat. I don't know how to research that. I'll try to find a way to, maybe if somebody in the chat knows a way we can learn that. But I want to learn that because, there's so much money outside of the borders of America. And I really want people to think about that. I mean, especially, with Abu Dhabi and Dubai and, everything that's happening in Europe, even like I just want people to zoom out collectively. That's really, I'm not building to anything crazy other than zoom out. It's not just about what's happening in the States. And there's a lot to that for sure. So here's a story I wanted to talk about really fast. Bang, bang, bang. Grayscale reports 24% growth sector tracking NFT Web3 games. Love to see it. Grayscale reported its consumer and culture crypto sector grew 24% in November. Crypto assets and products like NFTs, Web3 games, metaverse, and governance tokens are covered under the sector. Grayscale said major players within the sector are now well positioned to grow their user base. And this is great. This is great. We got a 24% month to date growth in the sector as of November 27th, 2 days ago, 2023. And, this is what people want to see. This is not, obviously, but when Grayscale puts out reports like this is the kind of stuff that is getting attention from a legitimate company, a legitimate corporate, like, two other institutional investors are saying, hey, look, guys, it's waking back up. We got, 24% growth from month to date right now. Like, this is happening right now. And especially when you consider, I really like this quote right here. For one, we believe significant investments into the metaverse projects from centralized tech companies, e.g. Meta Reality Labs and Apple Vision Pro, may prove to be tailwinds for the sector. And that's completely true. That's completely true. With all like the metaverses to come down the road, we still won't really know the full version of what other side's going to look like yet. It's going to get crazy. The technology is only going to get better, and the institutions are 100% coming. Really bullish on this story. So this is interesting. Crypto Fight Club, question mark. Charles Hoskinson and the XRP community get in a fight again. Another fight. Here's what happened. All right. So, this beef has been going on for quite some time. This isn't news to anybody that, Charles and the XRP community are, squabbling on Twitter. This has happened a lot of times. Don't really feel the need to read the story, but if basically this group of tweets right here is what the story is written about. So Mr. Huber, 60,000 followers, sleuth for the truth. I don't follow him. Maybe I should. He says, I'm sorry, at IOH Charles, but for 2 years, you did everything you could to make the XRP community to look ridiculous and embarrass us in public. I know you offered peace, but to only come out of nowhere and call us crazy conspiracy theorists again, no look at you. It's funny that no look at you. I don't understand what that means. But so he's basically, there's even a clip of him interviewing Ben in here. I don't know if I play it, if it'll play through there or not, so I'm not going to risk it. But there's Ben interviewing him right there. Hey, there's Ben. But so here is Charles's response to that. Again, no matter how many times you tweet, there is zero evidence that has ever been presented that Joe Lubrin bribed the SEC to go after Ethereum. You are utterly incapable of differentiating between the free pass argument and the allegations of consensus bribing the SEC to go after XRP. Still waiting on a single piece of evidence for the latter. If you cannot provide it, then yes, you are spreading conspiracies and slander. That's what it has been for about 2 years now. And somehow you guys still fight. I don't get the stupidity of it. So shots fired. Shots fired for sure. He earned a like from me. And, and I think that it is natural. It is completely natural for these community. They're fighting for market share here. Like, they're fighting for market share. So if they can take some semantical thing that someone said wrong, like, hey, he's saying that XRP feels like that he's calling them conspiracy theorists because the SEC feels that Charles is calling the XRP community conspiracy theorists because they feel like the whole thing with the SEC has been this coordinated attack to erase XRP, to go after XRP. And Charles is saying he is calling them conspiracy theorists because there is zero evidence that has ever been presented that Joe Lubrin bribed the SEC to go after Ethereum. So basically, he's using this piece of information and kind of switching their narrative on them. He's rugging them is what they're doing. Me and Ben do this all the time on Crypto Crossfire. It's a semantical argument. And Charles is definitely in a position where this kind of thing plays into his favor. And I'll tell you why. Because obviously, if we go, back here and look at CoinGecko, all right, XRP, $32.7 billion, Cardano, $13.3 billion. So Cardano and Charles has every reason to dunk on whoever they can and, take a tough road to, go do it the hard way to kind of fight for their position. And I completely understand. And even if it's a semantical type argument, if you just, come here and type, Charles Hoskinson, right? And Google search it. Here it is. The XRP conspiracy gets a complete pass, blah, blah, blah. This is content. This is content. This is Charles playing the game. And I don't blame him. This is how it's done. This is how they stay relevant. This is like just a complete psychological, tactical way to stay in the news, to stay in the name, to stay relevant. And, going against XRP, pitting himself against XRP isn't the worst idea, considering the news, the traction could only help him in the long run. So bravo to Charles for playing the game the way it's designed to be played. Do you have that tweet set up? Okay, really fast. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. Thank you. All right, really fast. Going to head back over to Twitter just for 1 second, and then I will get into some charts for the last 20 minutes of the show. Let me click refresh. It's fine. Click this, share this tab instead. All right, here we go. So this is the weekly CryptoChips.io giveaway. We are giving away this Bitcoin hoodie that I talked about a little bit earlier. Thank you to the Glitter Queen for constructing this tweet for me while I did the show, because I like putting the tweet out while I'm on the show so you guys can see it. You have a chance to go over to Twitter and get involved if you want a chance to win this hoodie. Basically, all you have to do is retweet and like this post here, and you will be entered to win the giveaway. So there you go. I will even put the tweet link right here in the chat. Just did that, and there you go. And if you win, I'll reach out to you. I'll get your sizes and everything like that, and it will be mailed your way immediately. Big shout out to CryptoChips.io for doing not these monthly, but these weekly giveaways for the community. Absolutely very, very grateful for everything they do. And it's for you guys. Giving back to the community, that's what it's all about for me. And I could not be more grateful for everything they're doing. All right, so let's take a look at some charts here. It's time. So the first thing I want to do is show you this very messy chart. I'll pull up for what? Oh, okay. What is that for? Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to clean this chart up a little bit. I know it looks a little messy at the moment, but I will clean that up. I love the Nadaria Watson envelope, but it looks messy. So this is something. So this is the ES1 exclamation point chart. And this is, the E-mini futures, the stock market, the way I look at the stock market. Okay. And, here is the past little while. Here, let me go to the daily to really give you the full picture. This chart is very important to me. I cannot stress how important this chart is. So here's 2022, the long, ascending, broadening, descending, broadening channel. Okay. We finally broke out. We bullishly retested it. That's this little yellow thing right here. And now here we are. Now we have this new trend line. I'll make this a really thick yellow line. I'll change the color of this one because this one should be white. All right, so this yellow line here, this is the trend line that we started at the end of 2022 going into this year. We have about a month left of this year, so it is almost crunch time. And there's a couple things I want you to look at with this chart. So we did kind of lose this, fake out. Bears got trapped, kind of bounced off the middle of the support resistance line, continues up. If this chart, so we don't predict, we react. Let me say that, everybody, one more time. We don't predict, we react. All right. So I do see the super chat. I'll get to it in a second. We're not predicting, we're reacting. And what we're reacting to is the fact that it was in this channel. It broke out of this channel, this new white channel here, right? And we still want to respect this big yellow trend line. The problem is that the high for the year right here, we're not getting back above this. Okay. So structurally speaking, we've been putting in, higher highs, higher lows. There are like these little bits here where it starts to put in higher lows, but then we break back above it. So on the daily chart, this being, and this is something I want people to understand too. This lower high isn't the end of the world, especially because the trend line is what matters the most.
And because it, it lost the trend and gets back above the trend, as long as it gets back above the trend and fights for another higher high, the game is still in. The game is 100% still on, like Donkey Kong. So what I want to see on the ES1 exclamation point chart is for this to get, didn't mean to draw that, to get back above that support resistance level. And I cannot stress how important this is for crypto, that this chart, because I use this chart to trade crypto all the time. So keep an eye on ES1 exclamation point as we move forward. Also want to take a quick look at the total 3 chart. This is all of crypto, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So all the altcoins, okay, so that lost. That was from like a 2-hour chart that I drew a little while back. So this kind of scares me. This kind of scares me, especially when you realize that. So this is 2023 as a whole, basically, right here. Well, 2023 starts right here. And this support resistance line, from back here, this level that's been fought over, we've been unable to get above it, okay? And we did get above, put in a new yearly high. This is the high for the year until we broke it here. But we are actually, basically, the price for the total 3 chart is sitting directly on this support resistance level. And I don't like how the volume is below it. I don't like how the momentum oscillator is curving down. I don't like the EMA is obviously, we're way above the EMAs, and the value area of this chart is kind of, between, here we traded a lot in this range. Okay. And when you try to a chart staircases out of a value area, but then comes back into it, it tends to stay back down there. So we really want to see this thing kind of like, hold on one second. This chart does concern me. It does. And this, like I said, this is the total 3. This is all of crypto with stable coins, without Bitcoin or Ethereum. Okay. And, we did have like this little head and shoulders play out here. I will get to the super chat. The measure and move didn't completely play itself out, though. If that's the head and shoulders, I would say, around here would be the neckline of the shoulders, and then we'd go from that to there, and then from here, and then you pull that down from the neckline. So we kind of got away with murder of this head and shoulders not really playing out, but I don't like that where we got rejected. If we kind of look at, the highs of this, it kind of fought here. This is the high, and then even, and then lower high again. So it is kind of really, it's a tough fight on this chart. And we really want to see, what we want to see on this chart is we want to see this level here has been fought over several times. And it was even the ceiling here, ceiling, floor, fought, floor. We want to see this chart bounce off this level and go up. Okay. If set an alarm on this level, on the total 3 chart, it will tell you about a lot of price action for a lot of altcoins. It's about 401.4 billion on. I'm going to set an alarm for it. I'm setting an alarm. Do you know why? Because I have the wrong thing on. Bang, alarm, create. Okay, because now, if this thing, we lose this line, probably looking for shorts. All right, we got a super chat from, and then I'll get into all the requested charts. Galan Franco Castilian. Yo, bro, what's up? We got I have 1.4 million in H bar and selling at $1 in the bull market. Do you think $1 would happen? And if yes, by when? I want you to tell me the secret to the universe and exactly when it's going to happen. All right. I mean, I'll look at it. Thanks for the super chat. Okay. Yeah. At least you have a goal.
I mean, your HBAR price prediction is in the $2 range.
Yeah, exactly. Was it?
Yeah, the comments, somebody said.
Hold on, I'll because I have I have made so many price predictions that when someone tells me what my price prediction was, I click on my sheet and look at it myself because I don't want to be wrong about my own price prediction. So 145 to 280. Okay. Okay, but I don't trust what the chat said. I trust what I say. And all right, so going to take a quick look at HBAR here. All right, here we go. Big shout out. There's 400 people in here right now. Absolutely love it. Make sure you smash that like button if you haven't already. It means the world to me. And also make sure you go check out the giveaway we just posted on my Twitter at AJRedCrypto for the weekly CryptoChips.io giveaway. Love to see it. All right, here's the HBAR chart. Let's look at like a weekly. Okay. Let's look at like a weekly. This is a bad chart. It doesn't go back very far. Even worse. Okay. Why does it only go back to 21? All right, whatever. I don't care. Okay, so why is there not a good HBAR chart? It's kind of making me mad. I don't know why it's only going back to that point in time. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna rock it. So what we need to do here with HBAR is that it needs to get back up at least to like the 20-30 cent level. It's been in purgatory. HBAR has been literally in purgatory this whole time, with the top of this value area being, at the 10-cent level. HBAR gets above 10 cents, it's off to the races. Okay, that's just from the from perspective of a weekly chart. Actually, let me go back to that weekly chart really fast before I lose my train of thought here. Okay, so I do like the little divergence that played out, right around here, with this kind of sitting over and this coming up. Let's hope that this continues to like kind of pull down and go up. We want to see, the high from 2023 get regained. HBAR has had a pretty boring year when you think about how many charts have, put in higher highs since the high of the beginning of the year. To think, that's kind of sad that 9-10 cent level in January was it for HBAR this year. That is tough to think about. It is a tough pill to swallow, but we are at exactly 6 cents at this moment in time. Going to zoom in and on, say, like a 2-hour here. Let me get rid of. All right. So, I mean, HBAR has a long way to go, given this is only a 2-hour chart. I said on the total 3 that things look like they're coming down. They look like they're retesting. But at the same time, HBAR does have like kind of a nice little floor level here. It's kind of been it's not, I would say like probably like right around there somewhere, because it has fought over a bunch of times. Like, as you can see, like this floor here, but it's kind of like more like the floor has been like on an uptrend, but I was just kind of looking for a more like legitimate support resistance line. So there is this like uptrend on the 2-hour chart, and with a support resistance line, if you look at the little gray line about here. So we really don't want to see HBAR dip below, I would want to see HBAR stay above the 5.8 level. If HBAR can kind of bounce up and stay above the 5.8 level, that'd be great. But if you kind of look like what we're building here is that, if we continue this uptrend, it's kind of in like it's in like a backwards type triangle. It's kind of forming like a different setup here. And a lot of the times actually, excuse me, that is invalid because this is just a support resistance line. It's not a trend line. Never mind. Forget what I just said. But listen, the day-to-day with HBAR doesn't really concern me. I don't day trade HBAR. HBAR is a coin that I have been accumulating for a while because I believe in the Hashgraph. I believe in the community. I believe in Lehman Baird and everything that they're building. This project is doing things different than most projects. And it's been clear as day to me that regardless of the boring price action, that this is something worth waiting for. Are there projects you could have been in throughout the year that would made you more money than accumulating HBAR? For sure. But at the same time, I feel very comfortable accumulating HBAR over the years. And let's take a look at, what we're going to be looking at. If we like for HBAR's path to $1. Okay, HBAR's path to $1. Let me pull up my little cheat sheet website here. Share this tab instead. So if we wanted HBAR to get to $1, right? There's 67%. What's up? Hey. Hi.
What time are we gonna end your show?
At 11:30.
Okay. Yes, definitely do that. At exactly 11:30, I'd like to talk to you.
Okay.
You're not in trouble.
I'm in trouble?
You're not. Yes.
Come tell everyone I'm in trouble. Guys, I think I'm in trouble.
Guys, he's in trouble for. Sorry, I don't wear designer stuff. He's... Now you are in big trouble, AJ.
Okay. Bye. All right. I'm in trouble, everybody. I think I got to end the stream right now. I think I could go. I'm kidding. All right. Hold on. You go. I'll get to you in a second. All right. H-bar's path to $1. Okay. So about 67% of the total supply is in circulation. It is a fixed supply. So when people say H-bar is inflationary, no, it's not. It's a fixed supply. And just like any other coin, it has a vesting schedule where the coins come out. And the only way H-bar supply could go above 50 billion is that if everyone on the governing council, all of those, institutional investors of Google and IBM and LG and Ubisoft all get together and unanimously vote to increase the supply. That's the only way the supply will increase. And that will not happen. So, about 70% of the way there. So 30% of the coins still have to come into the supply without even thinking about the tokenomics, with throwing that point of it to the side here. For H-bar to get to $1, it needs a $33.6 billion market cap. No problem. No problem. H-bar, what people don't understand is like with how large crypto coins get, that they sleep on the coins that only have a $2 billion market cap. Look at this. H-bar's market cap right now is only $2 billion, everybody. This isn't rocket science. This is a coin this is a project that has so much institutional attention that it's only going to keep integrating itself because people are actually using its technology. People are actually using its technology. And that's it. I don't understand how people are not bullish on H-bar. I don't care if the price action's been boring. I'm glad. I hope it's boring for 6 more months. I hope it's boring for another year because I'm going to buy so much H-bar at 6 cents. I already bought so much H-bar at 5, 6 cents. I want to buy it at 9 cents, 10, whatever. I am going to, when the day comes, I sell my H-bar bag is, we made it. We made it. That's the day we made it. All right. So, big shout out to the H-Barbarians. They are without a doubt my favorite community. Chris Junkman, I really don't care if that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I respect it, but I really, really don't care. Yayu323, $5 super chat. If I have 6,000, Ethereum, would you put 6K in the Sol or 3K in the Sol /AVAX? I want more X's on my portfolio. All right, because I can't give you financial advice. I can give you a score of -5 to 100, but that's not financial advice. And that's what people kind of get me wrong with, doing portfolios. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not saying sell this and buy this. I'm giving you a score on a -5 to 100 of the likelihood you are to achieve your goal. And if you don't give me a goal, you're getting a bad score. But I can't tell you to sell your Ethereum. But this is what I can tell you. Okay, this is what I can tell you is that crypto. All right. The problem with crypto, in my opinion, is that a lot of people try to act like that it's just this insane, complicated thing. Like they're going to gatekeep all this information. Like they have the secret. I have the secret in my hand here, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. That's what these people act like. It's not that complicated, everybody. And once you realize that, like, if you want to learn how to code, sure, coding's complicated. But when it comes to just like the basics of the do's and don'ts of crypto, it really just takes, about a year of studying or less, or just being, focused every day and paying attention to the pulse, watching all the shows, reading all the books, reading all the articles, staying up to date on Twitter. If you do that, your finger's on the pulse, you're in. Okay. It's not like this big, giant, complicated thing that no one understands. And this is as simple as I can put it for you, Yo, is that, let me, okay. So look, here are all the coins on CoinGecko, okay? As you see, Bitcoin, $738 billion. Ethereum, $243.7 billion with a B dollars. Okay, and we have Cardano, $13 billion, all right? Polygon, $6.9 billion, all right? So if you want more X's in your portfolio, okay, you could buy Solana, a coin that has $25.3 billion, where it's going to take another $25.3 billion just for it to double. For Solana to double in price, it needs this number here, this number here, this number again. Okay? That's an X. So what's going to happen, Yo-Yo? What's going to happen? Is Solana going to add another $25 billion to its market cap? Or are the coins down here, the renders, the 1.2 billions, the rocket pools, the algorands, the thetas, the H bars, the quants? These are the coins that are going to put multiple X's in your bags. I mean, even optimism, 1.46, but I hate optimism. Terrible, terrible tokenomics. It's going to rip. It's going to rip. And that's because it's not weighed down by its market cap. So if you're holding Ethereum, you're holding, XRP in Solana, and you're waiting around on a 20x, it's not going to happen, dude, unless you wait for 30 years, maybe. I don't know how long that would take. A long time. That's how long it would take. If you want X's, you have to take on more risk. If you want to take on more risk, you have to scroll down on CoinGecko. That's it. That's my rant. Ran over. Someone clip that. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple charts here, but I do have I didn't get into any of my charts because I have a hard cut at 11:30 today because Ben is doing his show. Yeah. I could figure something out, but I do have this list of charts, and it's just incentive for the audience to come back tomorrow. On this list of charts is IOTA, ADA, Arweave, The Graph, Pyth, Fra, Tau, Cas, Floki, and 2 picks under $1 billion. We're going to pick up on that tomorrow, but really fast, I am going to look at the Caspa chart because that is a chart I want to look at because I'm curious. All right, so, here we are at Caspa, 2-hour chart, and it is interesting. It is finally starting to put in lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. What's important here is that, it has been putting in, higher lows. So the point of intersection here is about December 4th. So this thing is going to pick a side here. What I would do if I were you, I would set an alarm on this downtrend line. I'd set an alarm on this downtrend. Alarm created. And I'd set an alarm on this uptrend. Alarm created. We don't predict, we react, everybody. We don't predict, we react. And it is either going to break up out of the lower highs or it's going to break down off of the higher lows. Okay? We have 2 alarms set on this chart. When one of them goes beep, 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 we get into a trade. That's what we do. We don't predict, we react, we study, we learn every day. The constant pursuit of education is what this channel is all about. My name is AJ Writes Crypto. Get rich or get wrecked. Later.